Welcome back to the Playtime Files, where the last time I made the bold decision to release a haunted doll, and somehow that wasn't the worst decision I made. So Poppy's free now, and instead of immediately ending me, which, honestly, respect, she decides we're friends.
Hey, I'm up here. I see you.
Don't do that.
I should be able to follow you through the fence. This way.
Okay. Because nothing says friendship like follow me deeper into the abandoned nightmare factory. I clearly have some sort of trust issues. Now, we meet Mommy Longlegs, a toy designed for children, who talks like she runs a daycare and a psychological experiment at the same time.
Obey the rules, or I'll tear you apart and eat your insides while you're still alive.
She doesn't chase you right away. No, she gives you games.
Mommy heard that Miss Poppy was going to just give you the train code to escape. Now, how is that fun? Instead, why don't we make a game out of it? The game station is still working. It will be just like old times.
And not fun games like Monopoly, but games where the prize is continued breathing. First up is Musical Memory, which sounds adorable until you realize it's just Simon Says hosted by something that absolutely eats people. Then there's Huggy Wuggy, which is less arcade fun and more why are they climbing out of the walls, they're definitely going to kill me. And finally, we get to a game called Statues. Now the rules are simple. When the lights are off, you move. When the lights are on, you freeze, which would be fine if it wasn't for PJ Pugapillar, a stretchy nightmare caterpillar cross dog.
Caterpillar or Pug?
Who follows you the entire time like a tax audit with legs. So now I'm navigating an obstacle course in the dark, and every time the lights turn on, I have to stop instantly. Like I just remembered I left the stove on in another dimension. And if I so much as twitch while the lights are on, PJ doesn't hesitate. No warning. No, maybe don't. He just ends your whole career. And if you're too slow, he catches up anyway. So the game is basically move fast, but also don't move, and also panic correctly. And here's where it gets worse. Because of course it does. These aren't just toys. They're experiments. The kids, the staff, nobody in this building got a say in the Become Nightmare Fuel program. And Mommy Longlegs, she's not just playing games. She's testing you. Because in this factory, you're either a player or a prototype.
Log code 08502. In relation, experiment 1006. The prototype. A close call occurred this week in which he nearly breached containment. The prototype seemingly disassembled the digital alarm clock within his room and utilized the battery, along with several other components, to create a laser pointer, which he then fired into the security camera, disabling it. These actions allowed him 28.3 seconds completely unmonitored. Once function returned to the camera, the room appeared to be empty. One surveillance specialist went in to confirm his absence. However, upon opening the door, she realized that the prototype had hidden in one of the camera's blind spots. The prototype attempted to escape through the open door. However, another surveillance specialist was able to remotely relock the door, despite the other specialists still being inside. One casualty occurred. The prototype seems to possess an unprecedented level of intelligence, beyond that of all other test subjects, as well as an alarming willingness to commit violence. Further suppression treatments will need to be enacted to ensure that no other experiments develop these qualities. Experiment 1170, Huggy Wuggy, remains the optimal outcome due to his sufficient intelligence paired with maximum obedience. End of log.
And the more we go on, the clearer it gets. This place wasn't shut down. It's failed containment. And whatever's running things now, it's not trying to escape. It's trying to improve.
And some massive bloody thing was doddering about the bloody hallway.
So after all that, Mommy finally snaps and decides the games are over. And we do what we do best: run, panic, and make decisions that would get us fired from survival school. She gets pulled into the machine and crunch, which is really quite horrifying.
What have you done? You make me part of you! You can't do this to me!
But also raises one important question. What just took her? Because remember that little tease from chapter 1?
Experiment 1006, the prototype.
Yeah, the prototype is back. And apparently, it's been collecting pieces. Like this factory is one big cursed Lego set. So Mummy doesn't just die, she gets added to the build. And Poppy, our new best friend, decides this is the moment to be mysterious.
Did you kill her?
Yeah.
Good. I'll board the train. We need to leave.
Why are you being so creepy? She's like, we need to get out. Follow me. Trust me. And at this point, I'm thinking, ma'am, you are 100% part of the problem. So we escape on a train. Great. Love that for us. Fresh air, freedom, therapy, maybe. And then Poppy casually admits she changed the train destination.
I was so scared she'd put me back in that case. But you saved me. You are perfect. Too perfect to lose. I'm sorry. I can't let you leave.
Excuse me? So now, instead of leaving, we're going deeper. Huggy was the welcome party. Mummy was the test, but the prototype, that's the final project. And wherever this train is taking us, I have a feeling we're not the ones in control anymore. Find out next time on the Playtime Files.